Hello everybody, it is I, Cool, back again, and today I am happy to be reviewing the Annalyn plush from the video game series Annalyn. I say series because this game series has at least 2 entries from what I've researched. The original Annalyn, which came out, I think, 5 years ago now. It's the one that's kind of a generic, not generic, that's not the right word, but standard, it's a better word, sort of arcade-esque title. A lot of indie games go for a lot of an older style, and this one's as retro as you can get, right? Very similar, like Pac-Man or Mario Bros, I think. Just deal with the creatures, collect the coins. You play as Annalyn, who is a excavator. Here she has a very cute expression. Just a big old smile. Here's a little helmet to, see in the dark with a little light. This is such a character design that, I'm honestly shocked I did not come up with. Over here is her pickaxe, which is a separate Velcroable piece. Velcro is very well put on. It's very sturdy. This pickaxe is unfortunately printed. That's something I noticed that Makeship utilizes a lot, is printing, but I assume it is cheaper, and also it was probably done because a pickaxe is 2 very distinct parts, the metal part and the wood part, or the handle part, so they probably just figured it was faster to make just one plush pattern and then paint it rather than 2 separate plush pieces. That would take longer to make and be more expensive, so it stinks, but that's just a thing that, sometimes they got to do. Over here is her little outfit. It reminds me a lot of Mega Man, which is good because I don't have a Mega Man plushie, so this is a really good stand-in for Mega Man, I guess. Little belt here. Over here is the Makeship logo, because this is made by Makeship. All right, let's see here. The different things here. Sorry about the construction outside. I was not expecting construction to still be happening today, but whatever. Design in Canada, made in China. Interesting. Over here is the tag. I have not removed it yet. So there's going to be a Annalyn MD. Or no, that was an April Fool's game. That was based on Dr. Mario. That's pretty cool. Cruz Elroy, the designer of the game. Only 596 made. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so these, if you guys know my channel and you remember Rimzo and Globy, you'll remember the concept of super chases in the Cars diecast line. Yeah, so Makeship is kind of a similar thing to the super chases, where they only make a set amount of plushies. I believe it is, made to order, so how many people, signed up for the, pre-order and how many people signed up for the actual order. They're all limited edition to just how many were actually ordered, which is kind of a shame. I don't like the limited edition format, unless it's an item where it makes sense for it to be limited edition. But for Annalyn here, it just feels like kind of a waste, because it's this is merch for a whole game and it's limited edition. So that's gonna really hurt new fans who want merch of their favorite character. I guess that's how indie stuff works, right? Until they get bigger funding, they gotta, start with this, right? Velcro connects pretty well. All right, lastly is her little ponytail, which is just very nice and, soft. This plush is very nice and soft, and I appreciate that. Makeship really does make good quality products, even if I do agree with their, general business structure. It's just, I guess ends justify the means or something. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Annalyn. I do want to play the Annalyn game at some point, just to see how it is. But yeah, that's all I have to say about her. Hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye.